I started waking up at like 3:30 this morning, and then just kept on waking up.
I have slept like garbage the last 2 nights. I think it's just
One of the rooms in the Airbnb's got an extra lock set on it.
that is deeply upsetting.
It's got like an extra keypad that you gotta get into. It's like, Jesus.
I don't like that at all.
I'll stay in that room.
That's very upsetting detail that I didn't need the day before I leave.
Well, you would find out when we were there anyways.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I guess it's better walking into it knowing than finding out upon arrival. But yeah, I hope that this Airbnb turns out to be okay, because, man, if it doesn't, I'm going to be very disappointed after dealing with Spirit Airlines.
We told them 3 people. There's going to be 2 of us. They're like, quiet time after 10. I'm like, that's easy because I'm quiet anyways.
I'm an 80-year-old man. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's perfectly fine with me. I do not care. No, the only thing is, the only thing would be if I, like, had a musical instrument with me. That would probably be more of a problem, but I don't, so it's not.
Yeah.
Anyways, hey everybody.
What up, folks? I
yeah.
can't hear us.
No?
No.
Okay, I'm looking at the audio mixer right now. We should have audio.
Open up your Twitch and listen.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't know why that's not happening. Give me just a minute here.
I got it. That was weird.
What was it?
I changed my audio was coming in through my my headphones because I was streaming last night and I had it plugged into my speaker into my microphone.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is, Taylor, I was listening to you in my headphones your voice was coming through correctly, just not the music, not our voices on the stream.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really weird.
Right.
Cool. Well, this is the kind of professionalism you can expect from the TGS weekly stream, which you're watching now. If you're not familiar with who we are or what we do, we're TGS Games. We make tabletop games on this channel. Last week, we put out our long-awaited playtest documents for our flagship game called Vault Peddlers, which you can find at tgsgames.com. You can also find them on itch and on DriveThruRPG. And I actually just want to take this moment to thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts. We cleared 150 downloads between DriveThruRPG and Twitch over just a week. I don't know what the normal thing is in our industry. Like, I don't know if that's average or above average or whatever. All I know is that...
Seems like a lot.
Yeah, all I know is that it seems like a lot and that it's way more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
We've talked before on this channel about how nice the tabletop community has been to us since starting this project. And just thank you all so much. It has been like looking at, I sat down and I looked at the numbers yesterday and like, I immediately had to like text Corey and be like, dude. Because it's wild.
Yeah, I don't have access to those things for a reason, because that's all I would be doing over and over. And because I don't, I just don't, I can't think about it because I'll lose my mind if I do.
Yeah.
That being said, thank you all very much.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. We also have like a review and 2 ratings.
Yeah.
We're sitting at 4 stars right now, so...
Yeah, it's very neat. It's very cool. And it has kind of put a fire under our ass that we need to get the playtest response document like up and running. Well, it should have been up and running when we had the doc out, but I didn't do it. So now we're going to do it together on stream and get that ready and get it posted up on tgsgames.com so that people can leave feedback in a place where we can like contain and organize all of it.
Yeah, and like we right now we probably gotta brainstorm the best way to like make it the most visible to people.
Yeah, very true.
Obviously, our website is great if you're looking up Vault Peddlers, because then you'll find us. But let's see, active projects, TGS. I am going to be working on the Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, because that needs to happen.
Okay.
Does it?
So let's before you go and you do the Discord stuff, let's actually let's go through this playtest response doc. So currently I'm using a copy of the 3 aliens in a skin suit document. Corey, you'll find that, by the way, in the playtest pack folder on the Google Drive.
I would almost say, Taylor, we should probably restart. And I'm gonna say that for a couple. Wait, yes, save changes. Jesus, I'm gonna say that for a couple reasons.
Okay.
We wrote that document before we knew what good before we knew what good playtesting was, and I feel like, especially based off of the things that people in our Discord have been saying, we're probably asking a lot of the wrong questions.
Okay.
I remember like a lot of generic questions, but I don't know. Let me open it up. I guess I'll open it up.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty straightforward. I can definitely see how they might be questions that are made to be too easy to answer. We use a lot of this scale of 1 to 10 style questioning stuff, which I think it can point to general trends. It doesn't point to specific problems very well. We've got a few open-ended questions where they have the opportunity to like provide longer answers. My whole thing is I don't know how much we want to lean into those, because we may have people who are cool just filling in like a bubble score or whatever, but maybe don't want to take the time to give those long answers for every question. So this is kind of where I'm torn on it.
I'd say we take the advice McNancy was giving us, which was we need to lean into asking specific questions about how does initiative work? How do the gang tactics, does that work? Like asking very pointed and direct questions about what we might be concerned about. Does the character creation question system work? Was there anything in that section that confused you?
Okay.
I think that we need to like hold people's hands, honestly.
So maybe structuring it in terms of like chapters and headings and saying like, does X make sense is like the way to do that.
Yeah, did you like the way, and like I think like even makes sense. I think we have to word the questions contextually. Be like, did the and like cater each one to whatever we're doing, which I know is like shitty and a lot, but I think it's going to pay off in the end to have questions like, instead of like, did character creation make sense, saying, did the format of open-ended questions work for character generation for you? Did you have any problems with the open-ended character? Like, split it into 2 questions, have 2 things, like, did it work? Why didn't it work? That kind of stuff. I wish I had McNancy's thing. He sent us a long thing. maybe it's under playtesters.
So then maybe... Is this a section or a question?
That is...
So let me ask you this. Do you think that we should... like break it if we break it down like this, should we ask these questions based on larger sections, like for example all of character creation, or should we break that down into like species selection, base stats, general background history, caravan creation, because a lot of those sections are done in relatively the same way.
Yeah.
Or should we make them specific anyways to try and prompt more specific responses?
I think. Fuck. I don't know if we need to break down by species. I think your first intuition is probably correct.
Okay.
I also think we're like we are going to have like I think we're going to have questions about the general layout of the book we want to ask too. Like, was there did the overall the overall hierarchy is probably the wrong word, but did the overall format of the book, like we want to ask layout questions too, right?
Yeah. Layout and format.
Yeah, layout and format, as well as like table of I guess that's
layout and format, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's informational layout versus visual layout, I think, is the difference, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they both qualify. Can you think of any more generalized questions over layout and format we want to ask about like the whole book?
Layout and format. So maybe like did the examples clearly show how the rules apply to the game?
Yeah, let's layout, format, and examples, like sidebars and information.
Sidebars and information. Did the narrative text? I want to say something like, did the narrative sidebars communicate like the world or the aesthetic of the world? Maybe that's not super important though for a playtest doc.
I don't know. I think it's important. I think we should ask it.
Okay, cool.
And here's the thing. It's important to us, and we want an answer to that question, so we should prompt a question to get that response, right?
Yeah. Okay, so generally, did the layout of the book allow you to quickly find what you need? That good?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Option 1, yes. Option 2, no. Option 3, what, maybe? Not maybe. Maybe so.
That's terrible. I don't think we want to don't give them an option for maybe.
Yeah.
We could do an agree, strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree.
Isn't that just the same as like scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, it's less. I don't know. Here's it. Like, are you just giving a yes or no? Because like,
I mean, if we're doing strongly agree, whatever, we could do. Like it does allow you to do like that linear scale, and I could just label them like strongly disagree, neutral, agree, strongly agree.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do we want to do like a yes or no with like a prompt? If so, why?
I think
If
we should.
no,
I think if we're wanting specific answers, we should do that. Yes and no.
yeah, let's
and,
do yes, no, and then a box for if no, why.
Yeah. Okay. Just give me one sec here. Oh wow, this is all quite a bit. So yes,
I know, this is...
no. Okay, if they select other, can they? Description, image, video.
I'm nervous.
About what?
Airplane in time.
Yeah, I'm worried we're gonna meet each other for the first time and hate each other. That's been like...
That'd be wild.
Right? It's completely irrational. We've been best friends for like 5 years, but I'm somehow convinced that like you're gonna open the door to the Airbnb and just be like, I don't like the way you smell.
Your pheromones make me hate you.
Yeah, right.
I hope a zombie apocalypse doesn't happen when we're in Philly. That would be shitty.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a great first visit to the city of brotherly love.
No. I'm glad that Super Bowl isn't happening because last time it happened and Philly was involved. Although Philly's not going to the Super Bowl. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
They play in a shitty conference. So.
Yeah. Okay. Every time they say no, they have to fill out an additional survey. A whole extra one. I love it. Okay, so for section 1, layout and format, so what? We had 1, just general layout of the book. Did it help you find what you need? We had 1 about table of contents.
Well, I meant more like informational formatting. Was there anything confusing about the layout? If you could change anything? Well, I'm trying to stay away from questions like if you could change anything, what would it be?
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
Well, we need to point to specific things. Did X work for you? If not, why? I think that's a good format to follow. So the question is just, what are we concerned worked for them?
Was the like if we're going format like visually, I'm concerned about was it readable? Was it visually confusing to follow in any way? Was like any of the visual design like putting you off kilter kind of questions? Those are the things I want to know as the person who did the layout.
For sure. So readable and easy to follow. Did the visual design communicate the rules / aesthetic of the game? We'll do same thing here. Yes.
Was it?
No.
Was it visually hard to follow too? Which I know is like a weird question, but I'm asking was it like going from section to section? Was it easy to follow what was going on? Reading without it being overstimulating or I guess just hard to follow, right? Like literally hard to follow I did I did 2 columns. It should be very easy to follow, but I'm worried that it wasn't, and that is my question. It's a book, damn it! You read it like a book.
Okay. So yes, no. Gonna add another question here. This one's gonna be short answer. If not, why?
If not, why?
Okay, so the 3 questions we currently have, all of these have an if, no, why attached to them. 1, did the layout of the book allow you to quickly find what you need? Was the document readable and easy to follow? Did the visual design communicate the rules / aesthetic of the game? And then finally, did the examples effectively show how the rules of the game are applied?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to the overall layout section?
No.
Okay, cool. So next section is going to be, I'm going to start with, what is it? Our playing the game sheet and determining difficulty.
Okay.
Because that is a really important section for me as a writer.
Yeah.
Difficulty. All right, so we're adding a question.
I don't want anyone to be able to post in this one. Sorry, I'm doing other stuff too.
No, you're fine. So are the core mechanics of the game okay. Does this section adequately describe core mechanics of the game? Okay. If not, why?
So, McNancy,
Should be removed.
how are you doing? McNancy named my character that I drew, that Ember fight I drew.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Caribou.
I like Caribou.
It's a good name. He's a good-looking dude. He looks like he fucks shit up, honestly.
What should be removed or added to the section?
And he's got like all kinds of flowers. I did a pollinating one. It's got like thistle flowers and morning glories come off his head and vines. He's got a big ass sword and a gun. I figure the best way to communicate that this is a science fiction-y world as well is to give everyone a fucking gun. Tubular. I like that answer. You're a potato. And I agree. I'm also a potato. This is Potato Chat. Welcome to Potato Chat. Now do the Samwise thing, Taylor.
Potatoes. You boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Nice. Roast that idiot.
This fucking guy's never heard of potatoes. He likes to eat his raw fucking fish like a goddamn barbarian.
I ever tell you... I've told you this, I think, many times, because I just think it's the funniest thing to tell people about Lord of the Rings, is that Andy Serkis, when they filmed him for the first Lord of the Rings movie, he didn't actually know he was making a movie or mocapped or anything. That's just how he behaves in his apartment. Fucking smashing fish and shit.
Honestly, if you've ever seen Andy Serkis, like, I know he's moved into regular acting and, like, he's shown his face and shit in public a lot lately. Yeah. Back in the day, Andy Serkis, that dude actually looked like he would just eat a fucking fish completely raw.
I think he does look like that, but in a cool way.
I mean, yeah, no, saying with respect, for sure. He's great. He's great in Andor. I still need to see it. I know.
Fucking incredible in Andor.
I know Corey's been obsessed with Andor lately.
It made me love Star Wars again.
Yeah, fair. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I know. That's why it's crazy that I'm getting this aggressive about it.
Okay, so for playing the game determining difficulty, The only two questions I can really come up with are, does the section adequately describe the core mechanics of the game? If not, why? And do the core mechanics described in this section prepare you for character creation? Because that's
right.
That was the whole
overview. Yeah.
Right. That's the whole intent of that section. Can you think of anything that needs to be included in that regard for this section?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Indifference.
Section 3, baby. Oh, how do I... No, I don't. Oh, okay. We're doing this now. Cool. Thanks. That was what I wanted. That was how I wanted to spend my day.
Ballads.
Okay. So now we're at the beast. Character creation. I'm going to say parts 1 through 4. I do think I want to have a different section for caravan creation, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So I'm going to have different sections for, 1 through 4 and then 5.
What's my name on Discord?
What's your name on Discord?
Yeah.
Stalwart Bugle.
Alright. And yours is Here Be Monster, right?
Yeah. Okay. So does the species overview effectively communicate... Oh no, we need to start with base stats.
Playtester channel. Okay. This is obviously an age-restricted channel because this is gonna our stream schedule channel is gonna get hot and heavy. Obviously.
Obviously. Species overview.
Channel allows members change create invite, send message. Yeah, man, Andor's fucking incredible.
Okay, species-related questions. Tell me how you think, what you think of the wording here. Do the species-related questions provide enough background for you to make an informed response to the prompts?
Sure. Yeah, seems fine. Promote. Can I promote people?
Is that a... I'm thinking of a question. Does the narrative character creation model help or hinder your like process of making the character is what I'm trying to get at. But is that really an objective question, or is that just more of a subjective, it's your thing, it's not your thing?
I mean, it is subjective, but a lot of these questions are probably going to go down to subjective things, right? I mean, here's the thing. Like, are we concerned with, like, that aspect of it? Because I don't think I mean, like, I guess if everybody fucking hated it, we would change it, right? But, like...
Yeah.
Maybe
a better way is, like, does the narrative character creation model...
do the questions given for character creation are the questions for character creation too focused, not focused enough? That I think that's more the direction we want to go, right?
Yeah.
Because we actually do have a bit of both in there. General rules. Oh man, I gotta do... Oh, Taylor, I don't know how to do any of this.
Oh, El Dragoon, hey, thank you so much for the raid.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. People are watching. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Dude, McNancy threw up this picture that he generated with Midjourney on the Discord last night, and it's the most buck-wild interpretation of a centaur I've ever seen.
Okay.
You should check it out. Go to the Discord, our Discord, and go to General and look at the last thing that McNancy posted.
Yeah, hang on for me 1 sec.
I won't.
Cool.
Dude with a mammal train. Dude with a mammal train is definitely somehow the next game we make. I'm gonna tell everyone that our game's called Dude with a Mammal Train at PAX.
Okay. So now I'm going to Discord to find a crime against humanity.
That's insane, McNancy. That you didn't even use Centaur is honestly the most fucked up part of that.
Where is it in? Is it in Vault Peddlers, Playtesters?
General.
General? Okay, 1 sec. General. Oh my dear God.
That's not how I expected it to be a Centaur.
I kind of love him, though.
Oh, no, he's like McNancy said, he's like a son to me now. I understand that.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. Look at that boy.
Wholly unexpected.
Yeah, just for anybody who's curious, this is generally what we're looking at right here. That is phenomenal. I love this little boy. He's the best.
This is my child.
Yeah. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, you should check out our Discord for great stuff like this, which gets
for McNancy shitposting.
Yeah, exactly. For McNancy shitposting. It's
which
the
is
best.
The next channel I'm gonna make.
Let's see here. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I gotta have a rule channel.
Changes, if any, you make. See you later, Elst Dragoon. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate having you.
you.
And we'll see you in a couple days, my guy.
Ah!
Ah! My cat just screamed because I screamed.
We screaming?
Oh, we screaming? Oh, tight. Oh, hell yeah, dog.
And I also hate it down here. Do the cats hate it?
The cats don't seem to hate it. We have like a cat tree over behind us, and like they hang out there in front of like the big glass doors. So like they're actually pretty into that. Hell yeah, boy!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so character creation model, general background questions were good. That just means okay, equipment is going to be the big one. Okay, so does the equipment imbuement table adequately describe how to create equipment? We're gonna say yeah. We're gonna say no. If not, why? Okay, does the let's see here. Let's actually just make a quick run down there real quick. Here we go. Okay, so okay, to the pre-made items.
I am the pre-made item.
To your
Can we please make me the pre-made item?
items work within your understanding of the core mechanics. So yes, no,
Please.
maybe. If not, why?
You know it's gonna feel fucked up that I'm writing right now. One of the rules I'm putting in place is please keep chat to the appropriate channels. And you know who would break this rule the most?
You.
Me.
Yeah. It wasn't even literally zero hesitation. I know exactly who that rule is for.
I won't be abiding by this rule.
It's do as I say, not as I do.
I've already gone drunk with what little power I was given.
Right. Okay, so character creation.
Please keep chat on topic.
5. Caravan creation. Okay. There's gonna be a lot to discuss here.
Please keep chat on topic. Channel. Racism. Sexism. Phobia. Transphobia or cops.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
We had to do it to him.
You know what? I'll just take out all the other stuff and just say no cops.
Yeah, there we go. Really, it's just being redundant.
Phobia, transphobia, etc. This is an inclusive place, and any speech, not congruent, incongruous, to that will not be tolerated. Sup? Don't be idiots. Please be kind and considerate. Please keep chat on topic for the appropriate channel. No racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, etc. This is an inclusive place, and any speech incongruous to that will not be tolerated. What else for rules? No rules is the fourth one.
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
Dog, I don't even know. Those are like literally my bar for conduct is so fucking low. Like if you're not like a sexual predator or a white supremacist or whatever, then it's like, okay, cool. I guess you're fine. Like you're just a dick.
Swearing kicks ass?
Yeah, like swearing is great. All for that. If you're a drug user, cool. I really don't care. I don't know, man.
Give us your drugs. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's a small amount. Be cool and have fun, man.
Yeah.
Rule number 5 is I love you.
Oh, there you go. Caravan
Man, I can't believe I'm gonna fucking see you die.
Yeah. No, this is what I've been grappling with all week. Like, I'm very excited, but you get that in 24 hours, you and I are going to sit down over some Chinese food and we're going to, like, map out an adventure together in person. That's fucking bizarre, Corey. That's wild.
Oh, hold on. So did you already get that shit printed off?
No, I'm placed an order with Belgian today. I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow on my way to the airport.
You didn't print any of the rule stuff, did you?
No, I didn't. I could place another order and get like the playing the game sheet printed.
Yeah, well, that or like the character creation stuff would be helpful. Was all I was thinking.
The whole character creation stuff.
Well, are we going to just make characters for people, or are we going to see how fast we can get people making characters?
Well, it really depends on what we're playtesting. I think if we're doing an adventure, we should just have pre-made characters. I think that Elstragoon and McNancy both said that's what everybody else usually does for these like pickup games.
Yeah.
Now that being said, it might be nice to have like the playing the game sheet, like handy as a cheat sheet for people, because we don't actually have a cheat sheet built in, correct?
No, but we can just make people fucking download it.
Yeah, there you go. You have to download our book in order to play this game.
Yeah, don't be a dipshit. Download it.
Okay. Character sheets. If no, why?
Mention.
Okay. Do the stations on the caravan. Seem like they serve a purpose. If not, why?
I keep... Man, I hate accidentally FaceTiming somebody.
Does that happen to you a lot?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh my
It
god,
does.
then no, I'd be
Yeah.
mortified. It happens to me like once every 6 months, and I want to die every single time. Okay. Does the die generation tag make sense? Does it contribute to your experience of the game during play?
Oh. No. Okay. Save changes. Escape.
Okay. And then finally, does dispatch? What do we want to add with dispatch? I know I want a dispatch question. Oh, we need questions for the sheet breakdown. Okay, one sec.
Other games. Project. All right, other games and projects. Tell us what you're working on. You are working on what you're playing. How can we help you? Get some games going, baby. Baby. Let's all turn into a baby. Let's all turn into one baby.
A little hive mind baby?
Hive mind baby is powerful. Alright, whatever. I think it's done. I don't know. I got like... Can you go to the Discord?
Yeah, one sec.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna... Let's see...
Okay, rules. Okay.
Rule number 6 is $8. That seems fine, right?
Yeah, I think so. At least nothing that immediately pops out here.
Yo, McNancy, don't get me started.
Catfish?
Dude, you know I have a predilection.
Do you watch a ton of Catfish?
Dude, me and Julie, like, are obsessed with Catfish.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know this. Leslie and I watch a ton of Catfish. That's wild.
It is the greatest show on TV.
Like, my favorite one is the one where Max takes that guy's phone and just fucking chucks it in the river.
This is it, man. Max is the best. Like, with Max gone, it's not the same, but Max is so fucking hard.
Max is incredible on that show.
He takes no shit from anyone and has no problem calling you a piece of garbage. I fucking love it. I'm just like, go melt mode on him, Max.
Absolutely,
Get him.
Absolutely the greatest. Did not realize we were gonna bond like this over fucking Catfish, but yeah, no, that shit's insane.
Savage the man. Shut up, Neve. I'm here for Max to savage these idiots.
Neva's
man,
always...
Adam the Gambler. Do you remember the Adam the Gambler episode?
I think so. Yeah, that's
He
isn't that like where the guy he says he's like the Joker or something like that? Or am I thinking of a different guy?
At one point. But he's like in some shitty like old guy casino at the end.
It's like a casino in like a strip mall or something.
Yeah.
No, and like they corner him and he like he does this weird thing where like he tries to like be proud of it, but he's clearly not.
Yeah, he's clearly going through some stuff.
Yeah, it was a very weird episode.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, to this day, whenever me and Julie hang out, we will like spend like 5 hours watching Catfish.
Fuck yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, I miss Max. Max, if you're watching this, please come back.
Go melt mode on somebody for me, please.
God, I miss it so much.
I like when you make people look like idiots.
Right. Including the people that you're supposed to help. You're like...
Max is generally pretty nice to those people, though.
I mean, nice, yeah, but also very blunt. He's like, you get that this is not who you say it is, right? Like, this is not Taylor Swift. You're not talking with Ariana Grande.
That Taylor Swift one is insane.
Yeah, the Taylor Swift one is great. Because, like, isn't it for like a minute they actually think it could be her? And they're like, yeah, because whoever it was did like a really good job.
Well, and it's like after the fact, the dude's like, I don't know, maybe it's like, dude. Oh, Taylor, I found a restaurant we're gonna go to that was recommended to me.
Okay.
It's one of the steak and cheese joints.
Okay, yeah, no, you had me at steak and cheese joint.
Well, I mean, there's quite a few of them. What, it being Philly.
What are they famous for that?
You're joking, right?
I'm doing a bit.
Okay. We're gonna be right next. I didn't know. There was a small chance you were not doing a bit, and I was concerned.
Sorry, go on.
Fuck, you messed me up, man.
Hashtag zag on him.
Yeah, we're gonna be next to Gino, like right next to Gino's, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Which is like one of the more famous ones, but it's also the one that I hear everyone be like, it's all right.
Yeah, it's a tourist trap, in other words.
Then and they'll like send you to the back of the line if you don't order quick enough. And I'm also not going to say with or without. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I'm not an idiot, and you can't make me talk like that. So
is that a thing?
I think that's their rule. You have to be like, you got to say it like, I'm not going to say it like that. It's stupid.
Okay.
You say it like the right way instead.
Well, just like you said, I've never understood like this whole like you gotta order it the way that everybody else orders it kind of thing. Like there's a very thin line between like that and just being like a gigantic asshole. I would argue there's actually no separation between the two of them. Like, that just seems weird. Just let me order my fucking food in peace and don't do this to me.
I think there's degrees of it, right? Like, if it's like you're getting a pastrami sandwich from like a New York deli, yeah, you just get the pastrami and onion and mustard because that's what's on the pastrami sandwich.
Sure.
But if you're dictating how I say the word with, or else I go to the back of the line, I am gonna fight you.
Yeah, I mean, that's to me, those are two different things. Like,
yeah.
If it's like, hey, we do meatball sandwiches, don't come here and order like a turkey sandwich, or I'm not gonna serve you. Like that, we don't do that. Fine, it's not on your fucking menu. I'm not gonna order this thing, right?
Yeah.
At that point, I'm the asshole, right? That's not even on you. That's on whoever's ordering the turkey sandwich. If you're telling me that like I have to wear yellow in order to enter your store, or I have to jump and like hit a bell or something if it's my first time, or you won't fucking serve me.
I don't need the artifice.
Yeah, exactly. Like that is entirely not necessary. I'd be like, go fuck yourself. I don't need that experience.
Okay. So, this place is called Ishkabibbles, which is a
Love
cool
it.
name.
Love it. Love it.
Since 1979, Ishkabibbles has been serving the best cheesesteaks and chicken cheesesteaks to locals and tourists alike. Ishkabibbles is the home of the original chicken cheesesteak and has long been regarded as a local favorite because of the made-to-order cheesesteaks and this is what's selling me, Taylor, the half lemonade, half grape juice drink called the Gremlin. I want a Gremlin.
Oh, absolutely, yes. This place speaks my language. This place knows my soul.
You want a Gremlin? Yes.
I'm not even here. I'm not even here for the cheesesteak. I would like a Gremlin, please.
They got like a good breakfast menu too. I don't know. Like we should go to.
How close is it to where we're gonna be?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea. This is like that show Catfish. Man, we just went off on a long Catfish.
I was gonna say, yeah, right?
Welcome to our Catfish podcast.
I don't feel like this is what McNancy expected when they brought up Catfish. Fuck, I haven't watched that show in years, though, man. Like, I want to... You just made me want to... You just made me want to go back and watch it again.
Like, Neve's like... I'm like, fine. You're doing the premise of the show.
Neve is too much of a romantic. He always wants it to be... He always wants to believe that, like, it's actually the person. And, like...
He's soft on people who are lying.
It's especially dumb given that the whole basis of the show started around a documentary in which Neve was catfished and lied to.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, dog. I guess you don't want to lose that innocence. But also, you host a show that is all about, like, finding catfish.
He's too soft on people. They're like, well, they're probably going through something. Probably. I don't care. Melt this idiot.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, right? It's the Futurama quote where Leela's like, when I first met you, Zap, I thought that you were a dumb, ignorant buffoon. And then I realized that under that dumb, ignorant buffoon is a scared, lonely child. But then I realized that over that scared, lonely child is a dumb, ignorant buffoon.
Yeah.
Like, this is the thing. Like, yeah, everybody who is an asshole is hurting. At the same time, they are being an asshole to everyone. And, like, they are hurting people. So it's unfortunate. It's not good. And I understand that roasting them on national television probably not going to make them stop, right? Like, probably just going to make them dig in even more than they already have. That being said...
Max usually gets those idiots to go to therapy of some kind.
No, he doesn't. He gets them to admit they were wrong while they're still on camera, and then they shut off the camera and they fucking leave. And, like, They do catch us up with them. Yeah, they do catch us up with them. And in one particular catch-up, they found out that the catfish was still fucking catfishing people. Which is just, it speaks more to my fucking point. That, like, it doesn't stop them from doing it. It just exposes them very temporarily.
I'll say this, too. What if they're just really good at it, though? Like...
God gave us all one.
Yeah, just like, I can't give it up.
I have one skill.
Yeah, I'm super good at this.
I mean, honestly, the administrative skill it takes
is a lot.
Are we thinking of the same guy who was talking to, like, I think he had like 60 different women or something that he was catfishing, and like he had like whole organized folders of like, you know, Chelsea likes it when I call her babe. Like, don't call her baby girl, call her babe. It's like all of these crazy specific notes for like literally dozens of women. And I'm sitting there being like, you're a piece of shit, but you could make a great executive assistant. Like,
yeah,
some CEO could hire you and like, you would be great in that world.
I also have no morals, so...
Right?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, let's get... Sorry.
Hey, no, not you. My dog is throwing...
Which one?
I hate you so much. So... we're going to go to the waiting room in just a minute here. I just want to illustrate what I just looked over and saw, because it's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen / smelled. I looked over, and my little baby girl, my little jacked infant, was looking at me sweetly with love in her eyes, and then she opened her mouth, and the poop that she apparently ate, something in the neighborhood of 30 minutes ago, just fell out of her mouth onto the chair where it is now sitting. So I need to go clean this up, and we will be back to talk more about catfish in just a minute. See y'all in a sec.
Bye.
All right. We're back and different than we were before we went on break. Jesus Christ. That's
I'm no different. I'm the same.
You're the same.
Everything's chill over here.
That's good. I'm glad. I'm happy for you.
Please don't bring any of that with you.
I am actually going to. I'm gonna package it up in a little tiny packet. I'm gonna leave it.
Where are we? We're in dispatch for
yeah
caravan creation?
Dispatch.
Give me a page number. That's printable sheets. I don't need to be there.
Yeah, no, it's page 28. No,
Damn, this book looks good, man.
Dude, I really have to give you credit. Like, the layout is phenomenal. I am incredibly proud to have been a part of this. Although I am going to say we probably should have put our names on it somewhere.
We put TGS Games on there.
I mean, we did put TGS Games on there, but like written by like
we're sticking with the branding, my dude. We are TGS Games. We have to embrace it now.
What? Okay, yeah, you can have both though. Is my point. Like you can have TGS Games and also like Dungeons and Dragons has Dungeons and Dragons, and it also has Wizards of the Coast, and it also has contributing writers, individual names, artists, individual names.
To be fair, Wizards of the Coast, like, if it were John Wizards and T. Montgomery Coast, and that was it, I think that you could put Wizard. That's right, John Wizards and T. Montgomery Coast.
Yeah, no, please keep creating this example to justify your point.
What I'm saying is, were it those two and they were an indie team, you could just put Wizards of the Coast, and I think that's fine. I think a lot of people do that. I don't think there's any right or wrong way to do it, but because we don't have any like outside contributors, we don't have like anything to officially cite, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I still think it's more than reasonable to have like a written and edited by, visual layout by.
Yeah.
It'd take like 3 lines. Either way, point is, McNancy, no, I don't believe we did. Creative Commons license? I don't even know what that is. So hopefully that wasn't important.
It's just a playtest document, so I don't know. But I'll look it up right now.
Yeah. Okay, so creating a dispatch. So maybe prevents people from selling the document. Not a big deal. I mean, I don't know who would actually be if somebody is successful at selling this document that we're giving away for free. That would be pretty remarkable, honestly. I think I would actually hire them before I sue them.
All right, so let's get on to these questions.
Yeah,
we're
at like the last few of the character creation. So what do we want to know about dispatch? Like, was setting it up easy? Did you find that it was usable in play?
Did you find the dispatch abilities clear and concise?
Yeah.
Did dispatch do enough? Did dispatch do too much? Were you confused by the concept?
Okay. Does enough. Yeah. Go ahead. We'll just put those there. And then if no, why?
I need to get a Nintendo Switch game tonight.
What for?
because I'm going to be fucking sitting on a bus and an airplane for a while.
Oh yeah, you're going to be traveling a lot longer than I am. Okay.
I mean,
And do we need
how
a
long's
quirks?
your flight?
It's like 2 hours. I'm gonna sit and just write like song lyrics or something like that. Like I've got stuff I can do online for that long.
Quirks. I mean, did the quirk system? Did you use quirks when you built your character? When you built your caravan? Did the quirks provide a satisfying bonus for building your caravan? Because that's one thing we're worried about, right?
Yeah.
If it is taking on that quirk, satisfying for what it provides you. Did you understand how to design your own quirks?
Ooh, I like that one too. Yeah. Hey, stop. Get away from that.
Don't throw up any more poop.
She's chewing up the paper towel that I have like soaking up the disinfectant spray. It's like, for God's sake, give it a fucking rest.
Did you understand the use of storage and hull points? Is something I want to specifically remark on.
Yeah.
Additionally, stations and wounds I would like to talk about.
I
too.
do have stations on here. And is it okay if we do wounds in the later section focused on like core mechanics?
Yeah, I mean, if we bring up vehicle combat specifically, yeah, we can.
Yeah,
do that.
we will. Okay. Okay, and then yeah, we did want one on hull points.
Because I think hull points and storage is a really neat system, and I hope that it comes through in play. Because I really like the idea of you like having to unlatch or like unhook things up in order to keep things functional while you're in like a combat scene with the vehicles.
How did you phrase that again?
Did you understand the use and application of storage and hull points? Did you just say Dayman?
No, I said if no, why?
Fighter of the Night, man.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the. You just decided because we're going to Philadelphia.
Forgot about that for a minute.
Yeah.
What's the fucking when Dennis and Mac moved to the suburbs? It's like when Dennis is driving in from the suburbs, he's like, capitalize on the gap! Capitalize on the goddamn gap! These little pieces of meat in it. Is that what you mean?
Incredible. So core mechanics.
Did you find the basic resolution system easy to understand?
So let me put this forward. The first question we asked has to do with, are the core mechanics what is it? Yeah, does the section adequately describe core mechanics of the game? So maybe this should be like, does the expanded section offer additional insights?
Yeah.
Beyond the playing the game sheet at the beginning, because that's the real test of that section, right?
Something. Sorry. Um, So here's the thing: the questions before were supposed to be dictated. Did you understand enough of the core mechanics to build a character? Right? Like that is the general gist of what we want out of that section. And now we are getting into the minutia of the basic mechanic. I mean, like if you think it's repeating ourselves, then we won't repeat it.
Well, so we have two questions there under playing the game. One of them is, do the rules as written give you enough information to make a character? The other one is actually, do the core mechanics described in this section make sense? So my only thought in it is, if we're going into the core mechanics section, we shouldn't repeat ourselves there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so does the core mechanics build on the earlier section playing the game in a meaningful way?
I don't even think that. I mean, that question's not like. That's just asking the same thing, right? Let's instead ask. Were the basic? Did you find the basic resolution system applicable across like a lot of different events in the game? Because we're basically asking. If we're asking if it worked, we want to know if like that base system that we provided was covering all the ground that they were encountering, right?
I mean, yeah, an application question is definitely good. What I'm trying to get at here is it even? I'm trying to establish, is the core mechanics section that we have later in the book, is it even necessary? Or did you get everything?
Yeah, because it gets into the minutia, because then we're going to get into approaches, which are all under core mechanics.
So this is what we want to have that reaction, though, from people playtesting, right? You and I both can point to things that are in this section that aren't in playing the game, but we want to establish that other people are reading this and getting the same feedback, right? That they're getting the same reaction, correct?
Yes.
So then, okay, yeah. So then we would want a question here: do you think this section adequately builds off of playing the game?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. And then we can have questions based on like application of core resolution as well. That was more what I was trying to get at. Okay, so section.
Freaking. Also, I don't have to go to work.
Yeah, right? No, I'm not back until Monday, and it's insane.
I took Monday off, well, because I'm going to be traveling still,
Yeah.
so.
No, I'll be back here like Sunday night around midnight, so I'm gonna go back in, but even so, it's like a 5-day. I want to say it's like a 5-day weekend. I don't expect this is going to be like super relaxing at all. But
I think it's going to be full of doing stuff.
It's going to be full of doing stuff, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think of it. I think it's going to be relaxing.
Yeah, it's going to be like an adventure weekend more than a relaxing weekend.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so.
Well, and like, I would love to find like, I'm sure there will be like some mixed mixes, meetups, like, here's the thing. Mixes, meetups, that kind of shit at, like, bars, Taylor, is when we're going to be able to push the fuck out of those fucking minis and business cards.
Yeah.
So if we can find those, I mean, you're going to have to mingle and get sloshed with people, because I can't interact with people anymore because I don't drink and I don't know how.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was I don't think of myself as like a social butterfly or whatever. I was talking with my family this last weekend over Thanksgiving, and they were literally like, I don't know how you can walk into a room and just talk to people. And I'm like, I didn't think I could do that. I think of myself as, I don't know what you guys are talking about. And they were like, no, but you do it though.
I've literally never done that.
Right. It's like, no, but you do it though. And I'm like, do I? I'm pretty sure I don't.
I'm pretty consciously aware of that, though. Well, that's the thing. I'm the same way. Like, I'm actually, well, I don't know. I used to be very good at mingling with people, but I also used to drink a lot at bars.
Yeah.
So if you take out that, I lose a lot of that social lubrication.
It's so
that being said, those meetups are going to be like, I know I saw people talking about like networking stuff beforehand, like meeting like other creators like for breakfast. And I'm like, man, that's what we need to get into somehow. Yeah. Like, oh, I met fucking 2 people who worked at Drive-Thru RPG. And I was like, fuck, that's what I need to meet.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Okay. Did half rolls versus best rolls?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Versus as well as mounting pressures make sense? Like that minutia of the rolling?
Yeah.
Did joint skill checks make sense? Were shootouts easy to solve?
Okay, hang on one sec. That's a ton of questions.
I know. I just saw 3 things. In my
all of those are great. Yeah, McNancy, I saw. It's actually weird. I feel like our bot usually takes care of that stuff for us.
I'll kick him.
Kick him.
I don't know how, but I'll do it. How do you kick people? Nancy, how do I kick people out of here? Mod view.
Did you apply to...
Yeah. Well, I don't even see that they're in here. Well, I can't see that they're in here, so...
You can't see their comment?
No, I'm gonna ban them. Get out of here. Banned them!
There they go.
I'm the moderator now. Holy shit, look at all the power I have.
Look at me.
Now, hold on a second.
I'm the moderator now.
I'm gonna ban us.
Yeah, fair. You should do that.
We are probably largely the most problematic part of our stream.
Yeah, the stream would be great if it wasn't for the 2 of us being on it.
Which is good. I think that, like, our work speaks for itself. For all the crimes we snuck it in.
Okay, so you said half rolls, best rolls, additional stressors, joint rolls, and shootouts, right? Okay.
I think mounting pressure pressure is what I use.
Mounting pressure. Okay.
Yeah. Did the modular nature of approaches would probably be the next one.
Yep.
Did the modular nature of approaches make sense? And probably, do you think that the approaches listed are clear and concise? Damn, I'm feeling it now.
I was about to say, these are very good.
I've spent a lot of time with this document reading over these things many, many times.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, we both did, honestly.
No, we both did. I mean, you definitely had the final, definitely like the final front load of work. Like, I've been very lucky in that I've had the luxury of kind of making the Google Doc over a very long period of time.
Yeah.
And there have definitely been periods where like I've done a lot of work on them in like a single week or whatever. I don't think I ever had to do anything quite like what you did, where you just had to completely like re-edit the book, reformat everything, like get it all into a visual space where it makes sense. But yeah, no, you did a great job though, man.
I paid attention to the rag really heavily.
The rag?
Are you familiar with the concept of a rag in graphic design?
Definitely not, no.
So when you look at a paragraph, it is like the way that the edge of it goes in and out, and it should be going in and out at a pretty even space, so you don't leave any large, awkward white spaces, because those are distracting for readers.
Okay.
So your paragraph should follow this like kind of in and out, sort of not too far kind of thing, which is confusing when you get into editing, because that's when you get into having to like make word choices and like filling in sentences differently, because if you don't, you end up with some really wonky looking paragraphs.
Okay.
And it's just based on like the size and width of the column that this is like these are placed on, because you wouldn't know it if you're just writing it into like a Word document, right? Like until you're actually doing the graphical layout, you don't see that stuff.
Yeah, that is very fair.
Oh yeah, McNancy, joint rolls is like, so basically because
it's when you roll a joint.
Yeah, it's when you roll a joint. Our game is about weed.
Yeah, this game is all about weed and how great it is.
That was hilarious, by the way.
I stole. This is the episode where I stole McNancy's joke.
Oh shit! McNancy was making a joint roll.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I was just going to talk about the mechanics of our game.
Yeah, that's because
I'll do it anyways.
That's because we're old and we don't get like the cool hip kid references anymore.
I have weed down here that's legitimately 5 years old.
Yeah, I have a weed.
I know exactly where it is.
I have a weed drink that a friend of mine gave to me literally years ago, and I have not opened it. And I think it's probably not good to be ingested anymore.
Soda though, right?
So what?
The soda, right?
Yeah. It's
probably fine.
It's probably fine. Yeah, no, I'm such a fucking old person. I've just been like, okay, whatever.
Weed's terrifying.
It breaks down families, you know. You can't have it.
Breaks down my life. Okay, so was the modular approach to approaches, was the modular system for approaches and skills accessible? And were the approaches clear and concise?
Yep. So we've got those both in here.
Okay. Was the skills list defined enough to be understood And did the skills list cover everything that you encountered in the game?
Okay.
Ooh, a good general question was: Did you arrive at any points where nobody knew what to do? Those are probably good things to dictate. If so, where?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, one sec.
I'm gonna roll some weed up. I have to go in 20 minutes to go to bed.
Okay.
But we're actually doing good work right now, so.
Yeah, we're definitely getting there. Okay, so we're through skills, we're through approaches. So that means we're into combat now.
Okay. The Archivist sets objective. Did you find objective ending? Objective. I'm sorry. Did you find combat objectives and encounter length useful? Did they speed up or slow down combat? Did they narratively make sense? Man, it blows my fucking mind every time I look at this book, man. I can't believe we actually fucking did it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much whatever happens at this point, I honestly don't care. Like, I'm proud of us. We did really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got objectives and combat length.
Okay. Did you find the group initiative system useful? Did you understand how to generate and apply initiative?
The fuck? Okay.
And specifically, did the shootout nature of it slow it down? So specifically about this next section, did your group intersplice movement and action between each other? Like, did your group take advantage of the joint initiative system, the gang system there? Did the movement pool work, or did everyone just use their 5 movement on their own?
System, or did everyone just move? Okay.
Did your players utilize joint, or did you as players, or did your players utilize joint actions in combat?
Okay, one sec.
Yep. I got another one.
Yep.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Did degrading approaches feel unsatisfying or punishing?
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay.
Did shootouts slow down combat?
Okay.
Did the range system work in balancing, I guess, martial martial versus range? Or did you feel like the range system balanced the advantages of range versus melee?
Okay. System balance. Text. Okay, cool.
Did you utilize vehicle combat? And did you find the switch to the vehicle's stats over your own satisfying? Yeah.
Okay, McNancy, yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking as well. We've got a very
This is too
extensive
long.
survey here.
Well, we'll trim the chaff. Let's just go through on. You want to go through the night of the packs and just trim out the fat?
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. We can
Yeah.
trim it down tomorrow.
Yeah, because I'm down with having too much right now and then just looking at it tomorrow and being like, oh, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this.
Yeah, exactly.
We're pretty good about that.
Yeah, we've gotten pretty skilled at that.
Yeah. Okay, because I absolutely agree. This is a very long survey.
Yeah. We should probably have something about the conditions here. Do conditions make sense?
Yeah.
Were conditions
Are there too many
applicable?
conditions? Yeah.
Applicable.
Did you understand them going up in rank versus, applying new ones?
Yeah. Was the severity system used to apply them?
We needed McNancy to reel us in.
Why?
Did you understand wounds versus nodes? Probably important.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make it a little more general. Was the wound system easily understood?
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. Once we have a pre-gen adventure, we'll know what mechanics will be very useful. Probably. Did anyone die? If so, did they go inert?
we haven't even gotten to the GM questions.
I mean, honestly, the GM questions are going to be about the toolkits. Did the toolkits prepare you for?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one question really. Caravan resource generation. Did you utilize? Did you understand?
Are we on caravan stuff now?
I think so. Yeah, caravan resource generation.
Okay, hang on one sec. Let me put in a new section here. Okay. All right, go on.
Caravan resource Did you use caravan resource? Did you generate a lot of caravan resources? Did players understand using caravan resources? Did you only use them in the abstract, or did you use them as actual items?
Okay. Come on. There you go. Right. If no, why? And then... Sorry. So did they generate a lot of resources? Did they understand how to use them? And, what type did they generate?
Well, and like, did they use them just in the abstract? Like, hey, I'm adding a D12
right.
to this.
How did they use them?
How did they use them? Yeah. Photon.
Abstract.
Yeah, McNancy, you haven't seen us tear our own work apart. We haven't done that in a while.
Well, it was a mainstay of our stream for like 6 straight months where we just I think we originally had like 120-page Google Doc that we like sliced down to 30 pages, which is what the current system exists as now.
I mean, that's not even the first time we had done it, I don't think. Like
we did that a couple of times, yeah.
Yeah. We like to destroy our shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I think is good practice. You have to kill a baby. That's the saying, right?
That is how the saying goes. I'm pretty sure that's that's King Solomon?
Yeah, kill any baby.
Yeah, just kill the baby.
King Solomon.
And that's
I want a t-shirt that says King Solomon killed the baby. You think he'd be kicking himself for that's the only thing people remember? Ah, damn it. I wish I did other stuff too.
I wrote a book of the Bible. Nobody talks about that.
They just talk about the one time I wanted to cut a baby in half.
Also, it's also the horniest book of the Bible in the whole fucking world. If you guys haven't read
Solomon.
Song of Solomon, oh my god.
It sounds sexy.
Thirsty as fuck that man was. Like, holy shit. Dude wanted to like fuck castles. He was very obsessed with how women are like strong towers and shit, and I'm like, dude, just say you're a sub and like that's fine, like that's cool, we're sex positive here.
I was more excited about the first sentence you made, which was the dude wanted to fuck castles, which would be like totally rad if he was
I swear to God,
"Yes."
that's every other verse in Song of Solomon is like how a woman is like a strong tower, and like he goes on at great length with this analogy of how like a woman is like a fortress or like a woman is like a castle. And it's like, dude, just say that you want to fuck buildings. It's okay.
I mean, honestly, that's very that's very Frank Herbert. I heard it best described. I heard the Dune books best described as the Dune books are for soft-bodied men who love hard-bodied women. And I was like, well,
Holy shit. That's incredible. That's incredible. That's the best description of a book I've ever heard in my life.
Pretty accurate. I mean, it's also goth Star Wars, which is also true.
Also dope. Also makes me want to read both of those descriptions.
I know. You just have to get through the first 200 pages that is complex mining politics.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've listened to a podcast before. I know the whole like, look, just give it like 30 episodes and I promise it gets good. Like,
listen, you need to understand the underlying system of CHOAM and how that applies to everyone before we can get into how everybody's fucking.
Yeah, right? You're gonna appreciate the fucking more when you understand these mining politics.
Or you can do, or just don't be a coward. You know what you should do? Just read the 4th book.
Just start at number 4? Who does that? Who does that?
Taylor?
Starting at number 4? What a crazy way to tell a story.
It's awesome! The 4th was so good! I was so excited when Shayna finally read the 4th one. She was like, if they weren't cowards, they'd make the 4th book as a movie instead. And I was like, I know!
Is that the one where he becomes a worm?
Not him.
His son?
Can't say anything else.
The books are like 30 years old. I feel like you can.
So, Leto II, his son, does become a giant worm.
Yeah.
Yes. For thousands, about 4,500 years, rules the universe with a despotic fist. He calls it hydraulic despotism.
Yeah.
Because in order to make people realize the need for freedom that they had, he had to subjugate them so they would explode into the universe like man was meant to. But until they they needed somebody to hate first, and he was like, my dad, fucking coward that he was, wouldn't do it.
My only disappointment there is that they, if they do follow the books as well as they've been doing, I'm worried. This means that I'm not going to get to see Timothée Chalamet as a giant sandworm, and that's disappointing.
No, it's his crazy son. His crazy son played in the TV series by a young James McAvoy.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's crazy. I also didn't know there was a TV series for Dune.
Well, there was a sci-fi miniseries for the first book, and then they did Children of Dune, and they did Dune Messiah and Children of Dune as like one collection, starring James McAvoy as well. And the thing about those sci-fi ones is like they get a lot of the look. They get not the look. They get like a lot of like what's going on correct.
Yeah. And
that's crazy and like really cool, but it looks like boring. And I'm like, this is not what fucking Dune looks like. This is shitty. This is like boring, regular sci-fi. Whereas the fucking David Lynch Dune is written by a crazy person based off of one of the craziest books of all time. And it just ends up being... It should be ballistic, but it is the most boring piece of shit you've ever watched in your life. Like, it's just a drudge fest. I'm like, fucking Kyle MacLachlan's in this, Sting is in this. It should be good, but it ain't. but the look of it is like really Dune.
That was what my dad said, was that he actually really liked the David Lynch one, mainly just because it helped him visualize
things.
Yeah, a lot of like what's in the book that like he had trouble with. Yeah.
Also, like Baron von Harkonnen in the David Lynch one is like a clown baby, and it's like, okay, this is the most intimidating man in the world.
Right.
This is the one. He's like a crime boss of a whole planet, and he's a fucking clown.
Right.
Whereas,
dog, yeah, the new one is fucking crazy.
I see Baron von Harkonnen in that one, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that is one of the best. I haven't even read the book. And it is remarkably good. Like, as somebody who hadn't watched it, I thought that was like an incredibly intimidating person.
Creepy. And like,
what am I?
They do a fat creepy man really well. And like, dude, the way they did like the suspensors is so fucking terrifying. Like the clothes, he looks like fucking 9 feet tall when he raises up on the suspensors instead of like a shitty fat baby.
Yeah, no, like, and that the bit where like he's on the ceiling and shit.
Yeah,
fucking terrifying, dog. Like,
remember the tooth.
Yeah, in all of the like synopsis, and like I read that chapter before I saw the movie. Like, I never understood how, given the way that he tried to poison him, how he could have possibly gotten out of it. And the movie does such a good job at visually explaining it. Like, it's, I don't know, very, very, very cool. And it was very cool to see a lot of like diehard Dune fans really enjoying it too, because you actually get the sense that you're getting kind of an accurate idea.
Yeah.
Accurate sense of the book.
I mean, it's like the feeling of the book is like totally right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it is past 8. We've hit everything I think that we needed to hit tonight. So just gonna do kind of a quick outro again. Just want to thank everybody so much for tuning in to the stream. If you are just tuning in and you've missed us, I'm sorry. You can catch us next week at the same time, Wednesdays at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard. And we're going to have a lot to talk about, because we're going to tell you all about our crazy time at PAX Unplugged, which Corey and I are beginning our arduous journeys out to tomorrow. And we'll be there all weekend. We're doing that because we just printed out our new playtest doc. It's like the core rules and character creation for Vault Peddlers, which is the tabletop game that we've been working on for the last 2 years. My God.
I know.
And some serious thanks are in order. I mentioned this at the top of the stream. In just a week, between our drive-through RPG, which you can see on the screen here, has like 122 downloads, and our itch channel, which has, I think, like something in the neighborhood of 30 downloads. It's like 150 downloads of this document in a week. It's like, I cannot stress how awesome that is, how much that means to both of us who have worked really hard on this thing, especially Corey, who's done just a fucking mountain of like editing and design and layout work to make this book a reality.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, you've gotten very good at it. Like, this is a definite feather in your cap. That being said,
some fine folks reviewed it. Some fine folks could be anyone. Could be anyone watching the channel right now. It could have been someone who is currently watching the channel right now. And if it were, I would like to say to them, thank you. It was a very kind review.
Hey, thanks.
I care about you.
But yeah, no, in all seriousness, we've been doing this for 2 years, and like one of the coolest things about it is that we've gotten to meet so many cool people in this space who are also game designers and who have given us like the best feedback to make this game what it ended up being. So we just want to thank you all so much from the bottom of our hearts. If you do want to give our channel a follow, it helps us out a ton. Also to the absolute madman who paid money for Under the Red River, hey, thanks. I'm tempted to be like, hey, don't do that because like it's free. We don't want your money. Like that's just some cool stuff we put out. But also thanks. That's fucking wild.
You'll be buying us a couple of rounds of Gremlins.
Yeah, right. Fuck yeah. But yeah, so I think that's it. Corey, is there a channel we can raid, or do you want to just head out?
I can't find any because I'm in the mod tools and I don't know how to get out of it.
Okay, cool. Then we're just gonna take off for the night then, because I am looking at this through OBS and I can't find any channels. I don't know how to do that here. So just once again, thank you all so much. Tune in this coming Tuesday. I should be back and ready for a background ballad. And yeah, we will see you guys.
Nancy.
See you later. Bye.